Brooks, new Guitar Friday, $2,000 Jackson Concept, original Floyd Rose, Seymour Duncan humbucker. This is made in Korea. Amazingly, it's probably the first Korean guitar I've bought that's over $500. I used to have the ESP M1000. I don't really care for that guitar, but this one, I think I'm gonna love it. We'll see. So I have my EQ and the line into the amps. Eventually I'm gonna remember to put it into the effects loop, but we're gonna put 2 amps on and see how this thing sounds. Hopefully it's in tune. So I'm gonna just put you guys over here. We have two 4x12s going on. Okay, we are out of tune. So this just came in. This just came in the mail, and it is out of tune. Let's see, the nut is not loose. So, just so you know, this was my Father's Day gift to myself, because I worked my ass off all year long, and I deserve something that's good. Up, I'll tell you that much right now. So ever so slightly out of tune. Just adjusting the fine tuners. screwed that up. All right, so we're gonna put this back in the case. Now I'm gonna grab a, we'll call it a cheap, cheapo $100 guitar, and jam on that a little bit, just to make the little video longer. But question is whether that guitar sounds $1,900 better. Some of you probably will say no. Some of you will say get some guitar lessons with the price difference. Okay, so that was as cheap as the guitars get. Now let's plug in something that is comparative, but half the price when it would be new. This Jackson Soloist SL2. I'm not sure if this is a walnut top on it, but let's just say for the sake of it that it is. There's the guitar. So it is another cheap one. Oh, I actually paid $350 for this. Let's check our tuning. Okay, so we're I think my son-in-law tuned this by ear. So to be quite honest, yeah, out of the three guitars, though I think obviously the Jackson Concept from Korea sounded the best. It wasn't $1,650 better than this guitar. So now it's definitely sounded better than the cheap fake Les Paul. Chips in Les Paul, but yeah, Thanks for checking out my video, folks. Please like, please subscribe. Thank you.